up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A quick throw on the Rhodes. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Huntley. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Huntley to throw. And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Huntley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Steelers 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, to think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run now with Dillon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like when the runner's getting this, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Play action. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. He called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Steelers.
They run with Dillon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Dillon on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Dillon now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Steelers.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. But Kicker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And at the 25-yard line, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let this go deep for runs. This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. They'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run through with Dillon, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Dillon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. It doesn't feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
6-yard line.
And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Huntley. There goes screen with Dillon. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Huntley. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Pittsburgh.
On first down, Dillon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Back to throw. Huntley. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try and run. Dillon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
The ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fends him off. Now big loss here as he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down, Dillon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They run once more with Dillon, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Jerome Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Carr. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Las Vegas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.